9.
9 minutes past the hour now. Welcome back to Fox 7 News in the morning. Do you want to straighten your hair? Well, our beauty expert Leanne Liming is here to show us how. She has some new techniques. Leanne?
Yes, this morning we're here with Monica Manzanilla. She works at Kent of Europe Salon, and she does a new technique for hair called Chi Transformation System. And tell us a little bit about that system for straightening hair.
It's about a 10-step process. It will literally straighten the hair, whether it's curly or color treated or highlighted. It completely straightens the hair, and then within those 10 steps there's about 4 times that we go in and we treat the hair so it's in better condition before you even got into the salon.
And before you ever got in the salon.
Right.
But now what kind of hair is it for? And I understand it's not for African American hair, but just about every other kind.
Any other kind of hair.
Any other kind of hair. And what's cool about it is that no matter what other processes you've done, unless you've like had a full bleach or something that's really kind of wrecked your hair, you can have this treatment done.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
So we're watching on the video of them doing it. You said that there are a lot of steps, and I was kind of amazed as I was watching the video just how many steps there were,
right,
and how painstakingly you go section by section to apply the solutions, and then you use a Chi iron to go over each strand to straighten it.
Mm-hmm.
And you say that it makes your hair healthier, and we were talking earlier about how it does that and how you put on the first chemical,
the phase 1,
and that opens up the cuticle of the hair.
Right. It breaks down the chemistry of the hair, and then once you rinse that out, you go in with the flat iron, and because it's ceramic heat, it produces a moist heat, so it's not going to dry your hair, it's not going to burn your hair, and that's the straightness of that indicates how straight your hair is going to be at the very end. So.
But while it's open like that, you go back in and put in a lot of moisturizers and the Chi silk, and that actually infuses the hair, and then when you use that Chi iron on it, it just seals it right inside.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Right.
And what's cool about it is I know a woman who's had this done, and it's really kind of life transforming for people.
Right.
She had very curly. It really wasn't that curly. I mean, to me, it didn't look that curly. I know she spent a lot of time blow drying it and using straightening irons and even using roller sets to try to get it to look nice and straight. And when she had this process done, it was like, you know, tossing the hair and
that's usually how they go out the salon. They're surprised at how straight it becomes
and how silky it feels.
Right.
Because if your hair has been very coarse and poofy, it's now very sleek. Because I think you were telling me that it takes that hair from being round, and each one is now very flat, so it reduces the volume pretty significantly.
And the good thing about it is that it doesn't pull the elasticity out of the hair, so
it keeps it very healthy.
And you have life in your hair.
That's great. Well, if you'd like to get in touch with Monica about having this procedure done, she's at Kent of Europe Salon. They also have a website, www.kentofeurope.com, and that's a telephone number there. And of course, you can always get in touch with me if you'd like more information or to be reminded of that number. So, Monica, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Catherine, it's not something you need, but, you know, keep it in mind.
Well, I have a couple questions. How much does it cost and how long does it last?
Well, it varies, I think, in Austin, anywhere. Monica is really your bargain in it, anywhere from like $160, $180 on up to, I've heard, $400, because it takes about 2 hours or longer. It's a very involved process, and it's permanent. You need to have your regrowth done like every 3 to 6 months, but the hair that's done is done.
All right, Leanne, thank you very much. Still ahead on Fox 7 News in the morning, we'll see how the